From Television City in Hollywood, CBS presents America's most exciting new show, The Joker's Wild. Now, here's the host of our show, Jack Berry.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you and welcome once again to The Joker's Wild, a totally unpredictable show where knowledge is king and Lady Luck has shown very much to be queen. A game where a lady can beat a man, defeat him with thousands of dollars at stake, and now hopefully she tries to go on and break our jackpot. I'd like to reintroduce, or have Johnny Jacobs reintroduce our new champion. Johnny, would you do the honors?
Right, Jack. The champion works in the motion picture field and comes originally from down in San Diego, California, and she is Nancy Reinerson.
Nancy, on yesterday's program, you beat Bill Colligan just as he was about to win $9,750, and you did it by getting 3 jokers, which is most unusual, and then by answering a question, which is one of the new rules of our game. You said then you were so numb you couldn't say a word. Have you recuperated now?
Not quite.
Not yet.
No.
You were going to spend the night deciding whether or not you would indeed go on and play our next game, and we wonder if you have given that enough thought. Have you?
I certainly have.
You know if you go on, you lose your $500 if you lose. But if you go on and win 3 games in a row, you'll pick up the jackpot, which is $10,750. Nancy, do you want to go on, or do you want to quit?
I'm going to go on.
On she goes, all right? We'll find out who the next challenger is. But first we have some words from the people at home, then on with our game. Before we bring out our next challenger, I would like to point out that yesterday, when Nancy became champion, by getting 3 jokers right in a very critical part of the game, that number of people in our studio audience were most dissatisfied and unhappy. I pointed out to them, and I'd like to point out to the millions of people that watch this program every day, that each and every player who appears on Joker's Wild has an absolutely equal chance to get those 3 jokers. Lady Luck is queen here on this program. Nancy got it when it was very critical. Bill Colligan did not, and therefore she won the game. It may happen to her, against her, rather than with her at some future time. So, we will see what happens in this next game now as Nancy Ryerson decides to risk her $500 playing against another person. Who will that person be? Johnny, please.
Jack, he's a man of music and attended both Michigan and Duke. His name is Bob Karp.
Hi, Bob. Welcome to the Joker's Wild. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you, Jack.
What instrument do you play?
I play piano and sing, Jack.
Very good. Well, sometime we'd like to hear you, but right now you're going to have to sing out with some answers.
Right.
I think you know how to play the game. People at home, I think, mostly know now. You spin those wheels and make categories. If you make single categories, it's worth $50 for a correct answer. A pair gets $100. 3 of a kind is a triple. You get $200. The jokers are wild. You can make any combinations you want. You have to get $500 or more to win the game. And if at any time, Nancy Ryerson, you know this well, 3 jokers come up, the game is automatically over, and that person wins it, provided they answer 1 question on any of the categories that we're currently playing with. The categories we're going to use in the game between you two are Napoleon, annual events, early civilizations, nicknames, and Broadway musicals. As you know, Nancy Ryerson is in her 2nd game. She won $500. If she can win 3 games in a row, she'll get everything in the jackpot, which now is $10,750. It's right here in our jackpot, $10,750. All right, the champion always goes first. That would be you, Nancy, and good luck. Annual events, Napoleon, and a joker. You can play a pair, or you can substitute something for the joker.
Annual events for $100.
$100 riding on this question. Here it is. Candlemas, which occurs on February 2nd, is also a day for amateur weather predictors to try their hand. Name the day on which you can supposedly tell if winter will last for 6 more weeks.
It's up there, Groundhog Day.
I'm not sure that is a groundhog. I don't think it is, as a matter of fact. I think that's supposed to be a walrus or a polar bear. But you do score $550. That is a... Let's get it clear now. That is not a groundhog. Is it up there? No, it is not. Everybody's saying it is not. But if that reminded you of it, why, that's all the more luck for you.
Otter Day, right?
You've got I beg your pardon?
Look like an otter to me then, right?
An otter.
Right.
Well, that's an otter kind. All right, you have $100, and Bob Carpenter's your spin. Good luck. Joker, annual events, and here you go.
I believe I'll take that otter for $200.
Here is your question. Here we go. Shrove Sunday, Shrove Monday, and Shrove Tuesday come right before what other religious holiday?
Easter. No.
No, that's not right. I'm sorry, you've already said your answer, and I will have to, under the rules of our game, if you say an answer which is wrong, I give your opponent a chance to answer. If she answers correctly, she'll pick up the $200. What other religious holiday did we have in mind?
Could you repeat the question?
Yes. Shrove Sunday, Shrove Monday, and Shrove Tuesday come right before
Ash
what
Wednesday.
other... I beg your pardon?
Ash Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday is right to pick up $200 more. You got a $300, so the score, 300 to 0, and with it you get another turn, of course. Annual events, nicknames.
Let's try nicknames.
Nicknames for $100, and here is your question. This jazz musician was named Edward Kennedy by his parents, but the world knows him by a much more regal title. He composed such standards as Mood Indigo. What is his name?
Duke Ellington.
Right, for another $100, and you go to $400. And you are absolutely within scoring distance on your second game. Bob, spin. Annual events, Joker, early civilizations.
I'd like to take 100 on annual events.
Annual events for $100. Here is the question. Every year, the young men of this Spanish town in Navarre test their courage by running through the streets in front of a herd of fighting bulls. For $100, in what town does this famous running of the bulls take place?
I'm going to have to guess. Cordoba? No.
Where does that?
Cordoba?
No, it is not right. And I want to point out a very unique thing has happened again. Nancy's a pretty lucky girl. If she can answer this question, she'll have $500, the game will be over, and she will have won her second victory. Can you give me the name of the famous town? Nancy.
Seville.
No. Pamplona, P-A-M-P-L-O-N-A. Or Pamplona, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's P-A-M-P-L-O-N-A. All right, you don't pick anything up there, Nancy, but you do get your own turn, so spin again, and you know you could go out, but he gets one final turn. Spin if you will. Events, musicals, civilizations.
Okay, musicals for 50, please.
Okay, you couldn't go out. That'll bring you to $450. Rudy Valley and Bobby Morse starred in this musical about the world of commerce. What is the instructive title of this Frank Lesser musical?
How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying.
Right, for $450. All right, Bob, you're trailing very badly. Let's see what you come up with. Musicals, musicals, musicals. There you got it.
For $200, Broadway music.
Broadway musicals, which ought to be up your alley. You are a musician. Let's see how you score.
I'm not a bullfighter.
Lerner and Lowe turned George Bernard Shaw's Pygmalion into one of Broadway's biggest hits. What was the musical version of Shaw's play called?
My Fair Lady.
Right, you scored $200. With the score standing at 450 to 200, we find out who shall win this game right after these words. Score stands 450 for the champion, Nancy Reinerson, $200 for the challenger. Nancy here in her second game on her march to 3, which would get her $10,750 if she can break the jackpot. All right, Nancy, it is your proper turn to spin. As you know, you could go out, but he gets one final turn. Go ahead and spin. Events, civilization, Joker. How are you going to play it?
Annual events.
Annual events for $100. If you answer correctly, you will have $550. That's more than enough to win the game, but Bob Karp does get one final turn. And you know what happened on one of your turns yesterday, don't you?
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
here we go. 26 miles is a long way to run, but each year, large numbers of people travel to this city to run in its famed marathon. For $100, which will bring you to $550, in what city is the most famous American marathon race held? Any answer?
Avalon. Catalina.
Avalon? No, that's not big enough place.
Yeah.
You can pick up $200, $100. They get you to $300, Bob, if you know the name of the city.
I'll take it with Boston.
Boston is right, and you go to $300. All right. Score now. 450 to 300. And not only did you pick up $100, but you get a spin. You're still in this game, Bob. Let's see what happens. Joker. Civilizations. Joker! Tough category, but if you should play it that way, you could tie her at 450. Entirely up to you, or you can go off the board. What do you do?
I can beat her with 500. I'll take 200 on early civilizations.
Excuse me, I do beg your pardon. I didn't realize that you could go out on this. You can. Are you going all the way?
All the way.
Okay, it's a tough category. If you answer it correctly, you will have $500 and you will be the new champion. If you miss, and she can answer your question, she will win her second game with $650. Here we go. Boy, oh boy, another critical moment. The Punic Wars were fought between the forces of Rome and those of a former Phoenician colony located in Tunisia. For $200, which would give you a victory, name the foe of Rome during the Punic Wars.
Phoenician colony. Do not know.
Don't know. Okay, here's another incredible moment for you. Nancy, if you can give me the answer, you'll have $650. You will have won your second victory. Who was the foe of Rome during the Punic Wars?
Greece.
I'll have to call for your answer.
Greece.
No, no, neither of you answer. Carthage. Carthage. Aha. Game goes on. The score is 450 to 300. Nancy, your spin. You could go out, but he gets a final turn. Civilization, events, nicknames.
Nicknames.
If you answer correctly, you will have $500, but the same situation prevails. He still could go out, too. He gets a final turn. This eastern city is nicknamed the City of Brotherly Love. For $50, what is its name?
Philadelphia,
Right,
PA.
for $500. Bob, don't quit yet. Let me advise you of your rights, like they say. There's only two ways you can win, either by pulling a triple or by pulling 3 jokers. Anything short of that would not be enough to beat her. If you do that, you could win or at least tie her. If not, she will have won her second game with $500. Good luck, Bob Karp, and pull. Musicals? Nope. It is all over. He couldn't possibly. If he took Broadway musicals, he could only have $100. The game is over, and the second-time winner is Nancy Reinerson. Congratulations. Congratulations, Nancy. You've now won $1,000 in 2 games, and in a moment we'll find out how you do in the bonus game and the prize game and find out if you're going to continue to play. As for you, Bob, you played fairly squarely. You played very well, but you just got beaten there by the machine, I'm afraid. I know everybody joins me in saying that I hope you enjoy the prizes that'll be waiting for you backstage. Let's say goodbye to Bob Karp. Goodbye,
Thank you,
Bob.
Jack.
Okay. Nancy Reinerson, you have $1,000, as you know. And in a moment, I'm going to have to get your decision. But since you have won this game, and since you do get a chance to play the prize game every time, unless you break the jackpot, and then the game's over for you, let me advise you again that now up on the wheels, instead of categories, we do have many, many, many jokers and some devils. Every time you're spinning at 3 jokers, you get a prize. Every time a devil comes up, you lose. If you should be able to spin and win 3 prizes in a row, the 4th prize you might be trying for is a lovely trip. Johnny, would you tell her about the trip?
Right, Jack. It's a trip for 2 to Hawaii for a week at the Ala Moana Hotel at the entrance to Waikiki. The Ala Moana is a Hawaiian eye-opener, the island's tallest, 9 exotic restaurants and lounges, discotheque, Polynesian entertainment, pool, a flagship hotel. That's it, Jack.
Okay. And that's your first spin, which we'll give you in just a moment, right after we come back from these messages. Okay, Nancy Reinerson, as you know, if you pull 3 prizes and win them by getting 3 jokers, you also can go on and try to win the trip to Hawaii. However, we have prize number 1 coming up right now, so Johnny Jacobs, would you tell her what you'll be trying to win?
Right, Jack. It's an El Nolota self-contained portable zigzag sewing machine. Weighs 14 pounds from White Consolidated Industries.
All right, as you know, if 3 jokers come up, that prize is yours. If the devil comes up, you lose it. Good luck. Spin them. Joker. 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 She's got it. You have prize number 1. You'll be faced with a decision in a moment. Johnny, what is prize number 2?
It's the Frederick Willis Precision Crafter Pro Quality Pool Table with a scratch, burn, stain-resistant Durapanel finish and fine furniture styling, Jack.
All right. Now, you can stop right now with your sewing machine, or you can try for the pool table. If the devil comes up, you lose both. If 3 jokers come up, you win them both. What do you do?
Go.
Go?
Go.
Spin them on and good luck. Joker, Joker, devil! I'm very sorry. You lose the pool table, you lose the sewing machine, but of course your other prizes are safe. The car you won, the organ, the range, and now you are faced with a decision, Nancy. You have $1,000 in good hard cash. You have lots of nice prizes. The prizes are never risked. You get those regardless of what happens. If you go on to play and if you lose, in the next game you will lose $1,000 of the money you earned. But if you should win this 3rd game, not only will you keep all the money you've won and all the prizes, but in addition, you will be the first person to break the Joker's jackpot. The Joker's jackpot at this moment has $10,750. Do you risk your $1,000 to go for the $10,750, or do you quit with your money?
Go.
Let me hear what you have to say.
I'm going to go.
You're going to go. Before we introduce the next player, let me ask you just one question. I have noted down here in my notes that you are an ardent supporter of women's rights. Is that correct?
I sure am.
How do you evidence that you are an ardent supporter of women's rights?
I beat men.
I don't even know who our next contestant is. Is it a man or a woman? But let's bring whoever it is out right now. Who is it?
It happens to be a man, Jack. Our next player picks up a lot of information at his own bar and grill. Let's say hello to Gar Becker.
Gar Becker. You were standing backstage, Gar. I don't know if you heard what she said.
Yes, I did.
You did hear it?
Yes.
How do you feel about all that?
I'll sock it to her.
You own a bar and grill. Do you pick up much information at your bar and grill?
Yes. Can't talk about all of it, but we pick up quite a bit.
Well, we'll find out how much of it you picked up you can use on the program. Let us right now show both of you what the categories are going to be in this game. I looked down and I saw them. It's astronomy, Alfred Hitchcock, Mexico, women in politics, and bowling. That ought to even it out. Don't they bowl around your bar and grill someplace?
Yeah.
They do. And she knows a lot about women in politics, so I think we have an even match here. This is her 3rd game. She's trying to break the $10,750 jackpot. I wish you both good luck. Honestly, the lady with the women's advocates and the owner of the bar and grill, the champion always goes first. And Nancy, good luck, sincerely, and spin the wheels. Joker, Mexico, bowling.
Mexico.
All right, that's a $100 question because you have a pair. His real name was Doroteo Arango, but he changed it after he became a general. Name this famous Mexican whose raids against the United States in 1916 almost caused a war.
Pancho Villa.
Right, for $100. She has now started on her journey for the $10,750. Gar, good luck. Here's your first spin. Spin it if you will. Politics, Mexico, bowling.
I'll take bowling, Jack.
All right, it's a single category. It's only worth $50. In scoring a bowling game, an X indicates a strike, a diagonal line a spare. What is indicated by a circle in the little corner scoring box?
A split.
That's right for $50. Score at the end of the first round, 100 to 50. Nancy Reinerson, your spin. Politics, astronomy, women politicians.
What do you think?
Here comes women in politics. All right. It's a $100 question, which would bring you to $200. An opponent of the Vietnam War, this 19th Congressional District representative from New York also declares that women should have an equal share in government. Name this outspoken Democrat.
Bella Absig.
Right, for another $100. And you have $200 on your march to breaking the jackpot. Your spin, Gar. Joker! Joker! Right after this message. Gar, under the rules of the game, you don't win if you get 3 jokers unless you answer a question on any one of the 5 categories. Our time is completely gone. Can you come back tomorrow and answer the question?
Oh,
if
sure,
you answer
Jack.
it, you're the winner. Nancy, can you come back?
Yes, of course.
If he doesn't answer it, you're still in the game. What will the outcome be? We'll find out tomorrow when we resume the Joker's Wild by giving Gar 1 question on any 5 category. For the Joker's Wild, goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Some of the contestants on the Joker's Wild received Prince Gardner matching leather accessories, smartly styled, a fine name and personal leather goods, Prince Gardner, and Sears Meals and Minutes, plus Sears 3-speed hang-up hand mixer, light, powerful, hang it up, stand it up, keep it in a drawer, or be a perfect sleeper on a perfect sleeper mattress and foundation by Serta. You'll enjoy just the right combination of comfort and firm, helpful support. By Serta and Mars Almond Bar. So many almonds, you get an almond in every bite. These chocolate almond bars come from Mars. All contestants are selected in advance and are advised on the rules of the game.